here is not too bad at all. He drops his centre of gravity and drives off the top of the barrier.
So coming down the home straight now, Henry Rono, holder of 4 world records, galloping away over this last hurdle, checks Falkers, almost hits it, climbs over, grimaces, picks himself up and comes down to the line ahead of his compatriot, the other Rono. The time 8:34.14, a reasonable time. Look at this, Alan, here at this hurdle.
Yes, here we see that example. Look, he looks, he stops, he can't read the hurdle at all, but actually when he goes across it, he's not too badly spread at all. But here's the remarkable ability of Rono to change pace, to pick up again in this, the 3,000-metre steeplechase, in which the...
1,000 and 10,000 metres, and in the steeplechase, and alongside him is his training companion and travelling companion, Kip Koskei. Sorry, you may have just lost the picture momentarily back at home, but they're coming round now in the 10,000 with just about 4 1/4 miles to go.
Julian Gota settled in third, Mick McLeod in fourth, Hagelston's in fifth, but how nice to see 2 Kenyans back in the front of a 10,000-metre race, and how nice to know that Henry Rono is back in superb form. The Kenyans, always noted for their front running, have taken up the pace after Mark Nevins of Belgium set off with laps of 65 seconds, 66, 66, and then 67, and that wasn't good enough for Rono. Rono, who looked hungry for athletics again, back in the picture. Mick McLeod just going through ahead of Hagelston's there, and Mick McLeod has said, watch out for the American Alberto Salazar, who was up with the leaders and has just dropped back to about 6th place with about 4 men left in. But the Kenyans leading the charge as they come up with 14 laps to go.
Salazar, who was with the leaders early on for about 4 laps, has dropped right away. Just running back through the field, the 2 Kenyans leading, Julian Gota in 3rd place. 4th of them over the Hagelston's of Belgium. 5th is Mick McLeod from Great Britain, and 6th is Riffel of Switzerland. Riffel, the European silver medalist at 5,000 metres. The laps have been very, very even pace. They opened with a 66, went to 2 65s when the leader was Mark Nevins, the Belgian international 1,500-metre runner. Then they went 67, a series of 68s, and they're back to 67.
Nice to see. The British well up in this field. Julian Gota, who's an RAF officer stationed at Harrogate, and says he owes them much for giving him the time to train, has been improving all season. When he ran 2nd in Zagreb, it was a real test of character for him. He came through it so well, and he's enjoying his racing. Mick McLeod dropped back there to 6th place. He was saying of Salazar, who's just ahead of him now, that in a recent road race, Salazar looked tremendously good. Ran the first mile of a 7.5-mile road race in 4 minutes 16, and Mick couldn't stay with him. But all the news is about the Kenyans and about Henry Rono coming back to that superb 5,000. They're coming up to 5,000 now, in which he led much of the way. There's the time, 13:52.98 for Henry Rono, the man from the Rift Valley in Kenya, and this
coming around with 12 to go, and the halfway pace suggests something reasonably fast. They're well inside, well, they're on schedule for something in the region of inside 27:50. Rono leads, Gota 2nd, and Koskei drops out. Koskei's dropped out of the race. Hagelston's of Belgium is 3rd, Riffel of Switzerland 4, and Salazar, with that rather painful-looking action, the American in 5th place. 6th is Mick McLeod, and in 7th place, Eddie de Pauw, or rather Carol Lismond now of Belgium. Carol Lismond, if you spot him, in the all-red kit wearing number 118. He's 32 years old, just out of the picture now. Won the 1971 European Marathon Championship in Helsinki. He's just at the back of that pile in the all-red kit. Number 118. So in that leading group, we've got a Kenyan, we've got 2 Britons, we've got a Belgian, we've got a Swiss, and we've got 2 Belgians and 1 Swiss. And Lismond going through a difficult time. The American there, Salazar as well, and McLeod's having problems, just about staying in touch with the pace. But Julian Gota looking very frisky alongside Rono. Julian Gota, of course, our national cross-country champion, a member of the Shaftesbury Club, who serves in the RAF. 11 laps to go. Rono and Gota clear. And Gota takes on the world record holder who must really be feeling the effects, one would suspect, of the very fast 5,000 metres in West Germany.